I didn't sign on earlier because I actually had a assignment due for my MBA, and I hadn't even started it really. I'd done the outline of the assignment, but I hadn't done like the main work of the assignment. So I had to get that done this morning. And then after that, I went to the gym, and then this afternoon I have to study because I have an exam. And I think I have homework too. I don't remember if I have both the homework and the exam or if it's just the exam. I know we definitely have an exam. And the exam is going to be covering kanji. And if you're familiar with Japanese, you already know this. If you're like an advanced student. But this is something I more recently learned with taking this class that I'm doing. Is like kanji has multiple readings. So like to read Japanese fluently, like if you were going to read Japanese like a native speaker, you would need to be able to read hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Now the thing with kanji is that kanji has, let me see if I can move you guys closer. Can you guys still see? Kanji has at least, how am I going to say this without making it complicated? Kanji has more than one way that it can be read frequently. So kanji could be read just one way, or it could be read multiple ways. It depends. And like oftentimes the kanji will have an onyomi and a kunyomi. The onyomi is like the Chinese reading, and then the kunyomi is the Japanese way to read the kanji. So I don't know if the test is going to be just on like as long as you know one of the readings, you're good, or if it's going to be you need to know everything. I don't know how extensive it's going to go, so we shall see about that. So that's the plan for today. Once I'm done with making some food, I am going to go back to studying. You guys are going to go over here. So most of the kanji that I know and I have memorized, I already know the kunyomi, but I don't know the onyomi for them. So I really need to study this afternoon. And then I checked my class schedule, and at this point it looks like I need to double check how the classes are going to line up in the fall, because my university work, it starts in like on October 12th. I think it's October 12th. And then my school is like continuous. My language school is continuous, and my language school has like a day where it overlaps with my my university. So, but I'm excited. I checked the schedule to see who was going to be teaching the classes that I have to take. At this point, I'm almost done with my master's degree, which I'm really happy about. When I signed up for my program, I was really thinking like I will just see how far I can get without quitting. And I know that's like not the best way to look at it, but I honestly was looking at it like that. And I even took the class that I was looking forward to the least first. So I took accounting, because I thought like if I can pass accounting, then I can pass pretty much anything. Because accounting was like the class that gave me the ick the most, for lack of better words. I just was dreading doing accounting. I didn't think it was going to be fun at all. And so, yeah, I took accounting first. It wasn't super fun, but my instructor was nice. My instructor was really patient. I struggled with that class. I actually ended up falling behind. And he was like, hey, like, there's like a deadline that I give students where I would like you to submit the work. And there's a deadline that like I have as a faculty where I absolutely have to cut everybody off because I have to make sure that everything's wrapped up. So if you need like a day or two more to get the like, I think it was like 1 point. I was like 1 point away from passing the class. And he was like, hey, you got it, just be mindful. Like, I can give you a second chance. So I passed that class, and then once I passed that class, I was like, you know what, if I can pass this, then I can get through the rest of them. And so far, that's been what I've been doing. It actually was not the least fun class. I thought accounting was going to be the most difficult, most miserable class for my MBA. And believe it or not, the worst class that I've taken so far. Hi! Arjun? Am I saying your name right? Welcome. The worst class so far to me has been, I think it's digital marketing. It's been marketing. And the crazy thing is, like, I love marketing. I majored in marketing. So I was expecting to have so much fun in that class, and it was absolutely miserable. But I think what it was that my instructor was angry that I was ahead in the class. She didn't want me to work ahead of the rest of the class schedule. And she didn't like my style, like my writing style and my like work style. I think it was those two things. And fair point, if you don't like my writing or work style, that's fair point. But I think like the being annoyed the students working ahead is petty. But other than that, I mean, accounting was not fun, but the instructor was really nice. And I think did I take a second class with him? Why do I feel like I took a second class with him? I don't even remember. But there's an instructor that I've taken 2 classes with him. I've taken a marketing class with him, and then I took a business class with him. And like, I think out of all of my instructors, he's kind of become like a mentor in a sense. And so I'm really happy that like one of my last classes that I'm going to be taking is going to be with him. So that's something to really look forward to for the fall. I'm definitely looking forward to that. But that instructor, the crazy thing with his classes though is like he always makes time in the class setting to include something motivational. So he'll be like, look, the fact that you're in school right now and you're in university and you're tired and you're busy and you've got work and other obligations, that means you're pushing yourself to do something to make yourself better, and that's something that a lot of people won't try to do. And like, he makes time for that in the classroom every single class, even on days when, like, to be completely honest, there'll be days when I'm like, dude, we have a test tomorrow, like, I just want to review the test material. But I think it kind of does help, and it works for him, you know? Like, I'm looking forward to taking another class with him, because it's going to be one of my last classes, because I'm almost done. But the awkward thing, like the, I guess, crossroads point that I'm at right now in life is like, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do once university is over. Like, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm not 100% set. Like, okay, yeah, for sure, I have a plan. This is exactly what I'm going to do. And this, I know we've just talked about school for a minute here, but this might be a controversial opinion, like a hot take. But I don't, why does something smell like fire? Not burning, like fire. Nothing's burning. Okay. I know we just talked about university for a while. And I definitely think, like, if you can go and you want to go and you think it's going to improve your life and your situation, then go for it. But for me, I haven't really been able to easily leverage my education for life stuff, right? Like, I have 2 degrees. I have a bachelor's degree and an associate's degree, and those are already done. And then right now I'm working on my MBA. And so you would think, like, either I must really love school, or like I must like have like some grand vision in mind And it's not been completely like that, you know? Like, school has kind of felt more like a necessity than like something that's going to get me farther. And then a lot of my classmates, like, because right now I'm taking, the classes I'm taking right now are, it's like a CRM class. I forget what, it's like customer, I don't even remember what it's a CRM class. And the teacher for that class is nice. All my classes are online right now. The instructor for my CRM class is nice, but the actual class itself is just like, you know, like that's exactly how I feel about it. Not even words, just like it is what it is, you know, like it's whatever, I guess. Like, I don't think I would want to tell her that because I would never want to hurt her feelings. And she's cool. Like, the instructor is cool. Like, she saw I missed an assignment, and I think she realized that I forgot about it or I didn't realize that I hadn't done it or something. So she went in my grades and she put a 0 on my assignment, and then she said, I'll change this grade from 0 when you come back and do it, but you have until such and such date. I still need to send her an email to tell her thank you. So she's cool, but like the class itself, like, I don't know if I'm just not getting it or whatever, but it's, And then the other class I'm taking right now is international business, or international marketing. I'm kind of on a tangent, and I distracted myself with the seasoning, and then kind of forgot part of what I was going to say. Oh yeah, we had a discussion post in the CRM class, and everybody was talking about like why they're going to school, right? And like several of my classmates were like, it was a really tough decision. Like, I thought about it for like 8 years, and then like I had to decide, and like my family and friends were like, you can do it, you can go back to school. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Like, because my answer just really didn't match like anybody else's answer. And I think that school has been interesting because it's pushed me to learn things that I probably wouldn't have taken the time to learn if it was just up to me, by myself, just on my own, just learning. I don't think that's where my curiosity or interest would have taken me. So it's pushed me to learn things that maybe I wouldn't have put effort to learn. So I guess that's the benefit that I see for going to university. But I think maybe I'm the type of person that would rather work for myself. And I think that is what the root of it is. And I think that might be why I'm kind of like out of alignment in a sense with some of my peers. Not that their perspectives are bad, it's just that I'm not totally on the same page, if you know what I mean. But then, like, I feel like ever since I was like in my early 20s, not even early 20s, like I was like maybe, I was a teenager. Like, I'd say maybe since I was like 19, 20, I was like, the path ahead in life that I have to go down is to go to school and get my degree and like prove that I'm smart and climb the corporate ladder, and then that is going to be like how I prove that I'm important. And my life has just not worked out like how I envisioned it. Like, I thought there was going to be like this turn point that you get to when you have like a certain level of education or a certain level of prestige. And maybe it's because like I, haven't had an important enough job yet. You know what I mean? But I don't even think it's that. And the reason I don't think it's that is because like I've worked in some jobs where maybe my role was not the most powerful job in the organization or company, but my career, my whole career has always been in proximity to power. So maybe I wasn't like the main one who was like in charge and running things, but like I've always been in my career in a position where I have some degree of power to impact other people, like whether they have access to something or whether like if they need something submitted, I would be submitting stuff for other people. Or like I would even be like approving or disapproving spending or something like that. So like maybe I wasn't the most powerful person in the room, but like I was in a position that had some degree of power. And the reason I bring that up is because what I start to notice is like I'll be watching some of the people that were around me that had a lot of power. Like the people that came in the room and it's like they have their assistant like running after them with the briefcase and, sorry ma'am, you forgot this, and, you know? And the thing about it is like I would watch those people and like a lot of them, they didn't seem happy at all. Like they seemed absolutely miserable. And like a lot of those people, I was watching them like, I wouldn't want to be that person. Like that seems like a nightmare. Even if you're getting paid a ton of money and you have like the biggest degree and you're like everybody thinks you're the most important person. Like I just look at those people and I'm like, bro, you're miserable though. Like I don't want to be in that situation. And I think that's something that's really impacted like how I see like life and career and working and education and all of that. And I think it's really changed how I see pursuing my master's degree and I guess what I want to do with it. And I think that's part of why I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, do X or I don't know. I feel like I want to be more mindful about it. And the thing with life is like you only get one go around at it, you know? And I would hate to spend my life chasing after being somebody that other people see as important and successful and then feeling like an empty shell myself. Or, even worse, chasing after what other people see as important or meaningful and stepping on other people and hurting other people and like bullying other people so that I feel like I'm the most important person in the room. Like I think I'd rather like, I don't know, find something else to do than that. And I think that's where I am at this point. Like I'm like just past the halfway point in my master's degree and I should finish by December, you know? And it's just making some really deep thoughts come up. And then also the other thing is like when I'm not making content myself, a lot of times I like to take an interest in what other people say and stuff. I think it's really interesting to see like other people's perspectives in the world. And it's just a lot of the people that I admire are like very humble and they don't see like their career is the most important thing in their life and like they're doing things that they actually like to do, you know? And I think the other thing is growing up, my dad would always say like, what do you want to do? And I thought that was the most unrealistic, unreasonable thing ever. Like I was like, Dad, that doesn't make sense. I don't know, I'm on like a tangent. I don't know why I'm on a tangent today, Dalton. But I've just been thinking about that, you know? Like it's just been kind of stuck in my head today, and I'm just like, if you only have one chance, you might as well do it right and do something that you actually think that you will like, or at least try, you know? So I guess that's what I'm thinking about. And then the scary thing is though, like, I don't know where my measuring cup is. The scary thing is that I don't think doing what you want or doing what you like or whatever comes with a lot of certainty. I mean, maybe for the people that are exceptionally lucky, maybe, but I think the rest of everybody just has to work really hard. If your path that you choose is to do something against the grain, I just think you have to work a lot harder. And I think that's what I'm starting to learn. And the other thing to caveat that is, for several years, like in my early 20s, like I was like working 3 jobs, and I remember one time I woke up, I found the measuring cup and knocked it on the floor. I remember one time, I must have been like maybe 21. Yeah, 20 or 21, and I woke up and the sun was out. And my first thought was not like, oh wow, what a beautiful day. I mean, I guess not everybody thinks like, oh wow, what a beautiful day, but like, I woke up and the sun was out, and the first thing that came to mind when I realized the sun was up was like absolute panic. Like I woke up and I'm like, oh crap, the sun is up. Like which job am I late for? Because I have 4 jobs, so I'm trying, or 3 jobs, sorry. I have 3 jobs trying to pay for school. And I don't have any student debt, but in my early 20s, I sacrificed my health for that. And I still have health problems that I think could be connected to that and other jobs that I had where I just pushed myself way, way, way too hard. And in hindsight, like, was it worth it? It's hard to say, you know? Because if I went back and I did things differently, then there's no way I would be where I am now. Kind of like the whole butterfly concept, where whatever you do has consequences or connects to other things. Like if I never worked so hard at that job, then I might not have met the person at the next job or whatever. You know what I mean? Like things kind of like link together, you know? But if I could tell somebody else who wasn't me that there's a different way to do it, I would probably tell them to try and do a different way first. At least try and do a different way first. And then see if that works for them. I mean, everybody has to do their own thing. Like, that's part of why, like, even for my classmates that are like, yeah, I'm just gonna get my master's, and then I'm gonna get a promotion at the job I already have that I don't like, you know? I'm not blaming them for that, because it's, like, it's stability, and it's a way for them to pay their bills, and it's a way for them to feel, I guess, safe, in a sense, you know? So, like, I'm not, like, mad at it, but at the same time, I'm, like, kind of trying to come to terms with the fact that that's not exactly what I want to do myself. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do myself. I don't know exactly what that's going to be. But yeah, you guys caught me on a gabby day, because like usually like I'm not like that gabby, but I don't know why I'm just like gabby today. Maybe it's the heat. I have no idea. Also, like I feel like maybe like one of the reasons that I created this channel in the first place is like when I first started this YouTube channel, I just wanted a YouTube channel. So I was like making vlogs around my house. I lived in Phoenix at the time. So I would just make vlogs around my house, me walking my dog, us going to the farmer's market. And then I went through like a really tough time in life. And I thought like it doesn't even matter. Like, why am I even doing this? Like, I give up. Like, I really give up. And I deleted my entire YouTube channel. There's like years of footage and stuff like that. I deleted all of it. I still have the footage probably somewhere, but it's not edited, you know? Because I deleted the actual videos, and I didn't, like, save the edited version of the videos. And then we moved to Japan, and I thought, this feels like completely the opposite of what I've been doing and where I was, and it just feels like such a different situation. Maybe I can just post one thing or 2 things and then see how that goes, and if I like doing it, like if it's actually fun or not. So, like, I think if you dig through this YouTube channel, the first video on the channel is a video of me walking down the street in Iwakuni, Japan. And that's where we used to live. And so I was just walking around, and I made it, and I think into a YouTube short, and that's it. It was just like a quick YouTube short showing life in Japan. And I thought, oh, that's kind of fun. And then after that, I thought, well, maybe I can post more stuff about Japan, and I'll focus the channel on Japan and stuff like that. But I think as the channel continued, I kind of got away from the original, that feeling of the first post, where it was almost more like a video diary, or like I wasn't telling everybody, hey, this short is being posted, because I'm trying to start doing something that I kind of enjoyed. like gave up on. I just posted this short, and then as time went on, I think I kept on making content like, oh, I want to impress everybody, and like I've got this great camera angle, and like we're in Osaka now, that's cool, and it is like it has been fun, it has been cool, but like I feel like I got away from the plot a little bit, especially with YouTube. Like, not all social media, like I've kind of been playing around with some other accounts and stuff like that, but I feel like I kind of got away from the plot a little bit, and I feel like that's something that it kind of ties into school, because like I think for me, and maybe this is the same for you, I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but for me, I feel like once I start being really linear in life, I start having problems. Like once I start being like, so this channel has to be about Japan, and it has to show the coolest travel vlog ever, or it's not going to be fun for anybody, and it's not going to be worth my time to edit the video, and that is it, and that's how it has to be. Or like, I'm a master's student, so I should get the perfect grades, I should, graduate with like some sort of extra award or medal, and then I should get like some prestigious job in a corporation, and like go around telling people that I'm like alum from my school or something. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I've been fixated on being linear and being linear and not multifaceted as like the definition of success. And then after thinking like that, then I realized like that whole way of thinking is not really quite making me happy. I don't know. That's like my soapbox for today. We didn't even have that much time because I like pretty much gotta go. So maybe this is a good point to end it on, because I just needed to get that off my chest. But for those of you who've joined the stream and hung out, I can see you guys. I know some of y'all commented, but a lot of y'all were just hanging out and listening. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all for letting me get that off my chest. I don't know why I wanted to tell y'all that, but that was what was on the mind. So I'm gonna go see if I have homework. I really hope I don't have homework, and study for the exam that I have tonight. So wish me luck. If nobody has told you that they appreciate you today, I appreciate you. So somebody has said it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.